Yeah, I bet you are. I mean, I'm so sick of public school teachers. I really am. And yeah, yes, all of the qualifiers, right? That there are exceptions. There are still some good ones. I know that because I've met some good ones, and I know that they're increasingly it's like they're working behind enemy lines. I have a lot of respect for that. So there are exceptions to what I'm going to say. Now I've established the exceptions, so now I'm going to continue. In general, I can't stand these people. I don't think that there's any group in America that hates working as much as public school teachers do. They just hate it. They get like 2 months off a year. They get every single holiday off. They get nice breaks they get a nice I was going to say Christmas break. We don't call it that, right? So they get a nice winter break. They get a smaller spring. But they still get a spring break. They get multiple months in the summer. Oh well, but we still have to prepare for classes, and we got to come in for teacher days or whatever. Yeah, you get multiple months in the summer basically off. No one else gets that. And then COVID rolls around. Schools are shut down for over a year in some cases. And it's still too much work. They're still complaining about the workload. Now they go on strike. What do you want exactly? Do you think that being a teacher should require no work at all? And every time I bring this up, I'm always told oh no, this is a misconception that teachers get a lot of time off. No, it's not. We can all see it. We're not stupid. They shut down the schools for from out of 12 months, multiple months cumulative, the schools are shut down. So we can all see that. They get all this time off. It's still not enough. But even putting that aside, I'll tell you what really frustrates me the most especially when I hear stuff like this from that teacher.
I get excited about concerts, but I also get excited about Kohl's.
First of all, it's the pretending that you're doing this for the kids. Oh, this is really about providing the best experience to the kids. This is all about the kids. I want a higher salary for the kids. Are you sharing your salary with the kids? Are you giving them a cut? Are they getting a commission? No, at least have the honesty to admit it's for you. You want more money for yourself. Now, on its own, that's understandable. Everybody wants more money. Okay, so just say that. That's what I would want. You want to make a video explaining why you're going on strike? At least admit I'm going on strike because this is a way we can hold the kids hostage. This is a power that we have. Okay, we have control over kids' educations. And lots of parents depend on us as de facto babysitters, basically, and because they got to go to work and they got to send the kids to school. And so this is power that we have, and I can use that power to get more money for myself. And so that's what I'm doing because I want more money. I could respect the honesty, at least, if you would just say that. But when you pretend that you want more benefits and more time off and more luxuries and more this and a greater salary for the kids' sake, it insults our intelligence. And then also, this is a common complaint we hear from the public school teachers, that the class sizes are too big. Well, you know what? I agree with you. I totally agree. Class sizes are way too big. This is one of my fundamental complaints about the public school system, is that it's a factory assembly line approach to education. And you take hundreds of kids and just throw them on the assembly line, and you turn the lever and they just go down, they go from one place to the next. And even if they're not ready to move on to the next phase in the assembly process, they're going to move on anyway, and because the most important thing is to spit them out the other end on schedule. Yeah, I don't like that either. And when you've got like 30 kids in a classroom, or even 20 kids, there's just no way that those kids are going to get the individualized, personalized attention that they need. Because although we have the factory assembly line approach to education in this country, education is not really something that can be done that way. Like, real education has to be personalized because every person is different and they all have different brains and they're on different levels. And they grasp certain subjects a lot quicker than other subjects. And so in an ideal scenario, we would be able to, this is what homeschooling is all about. You come up with a curriculum and an approach that works for the kid. So yeah, all that, I'm with you. Except that the public school system steadfastly resists any effort to actually address the class size problem. Because how do you end up with smaller class sizes? Let's do a little bit of math if you're a public school teacher. You've got class sizes that are too big. What does that tell you? It tells you there's too many kids in the school. So how do we solve that problem? By having fewer kids in the school. And how do we do that? School choice, homeschooling, like actually promoting homeschooling as a valid option for parents to explore. That's how you reduce the size of the classroom. You have many fewer kids in the class, and you have some hope of giving them something close to a personalized education. At least you can personalize a lot more than you can now when you've got 30 kids in the classroom. But the woman in the video there, I don't know anything about her. But I do know she's a Seattle public school teacher. So I'm going to assume, now wild speculation here, she is not a homeschool advocate and she's not a school choice advocate. So you want to reduce the size of the classroom, but you resist anything that would actually accomplish that goal and accomplish it quickly and cheaply and efficiently. Why? Because it's not about the size of the class. It's about money. It's about power. And it's also that you're just lazy and you don't want to work. That's what a lot of this is about. And we got to, let's be honest about it. Like I said. All right. What we got next here? So this is from Fox. It says more migrants arrived in Chicago from Texas